And Monica, both teams are playing very solidly as of late.
It's the right time to play well, Jeremy. We're in the meat and potatoes of conference play. January's past us. The conference tournament will be here in no time, and everybody's trying to get in the right position.
Hey, with the Hoyas.
That particular time, she's not able to cash in, Thompson that is, on that shot opportunity. But I do like what she did. In this sort of 2-3 shifting man responsibility zone that the Pirates are playing, the high post is the money spot.
As we take a look at our keys to the game, starting with the Red Storm, they're looking to bounce back from a loss at Villanova.
Absolutely, and part of them being able to bounce back will be scoring. Coach Tart wants to see them score over 70. In this particular matchup, they're going to be mindful of the ball screens. They've got to know who's switching and who can't switch. Then they've got to stay locked and loaded. John, you know that this group is talented, but sometimes they're not always as focused as they should be.
And for the Hoyas, it's all about the defense.
Absolutely. They, ironically, want to keep the score under 55, so it'll be interesting to see who can execute their will. On Friday against Seton Hall, transition buckets, A+. They nailed that category. Will that continue? And then Windex, they've got to continue to clean the offensive glass. A lot of times when teams do something well, they don't like for it to be done to them. And so Coach Howard has talked about how he wants his team to do a better job of locating defensively in transition. Because in transition, they understand how powerful they are when they push and don't allow teams to locate and stop them.
So 5 turnovers between these two teams in the first 3 minutes.
That's going to be something that's key for both groups to keep an eye on. But I will say these have not been live ball turnovers, John, and that makes a difference because when you've got teams that are capable of killing you in transition, live ball turnovers are adding gasoline to a fire. First of all, we have to give a credit to Coach Oyema in terms of being so candid. We know that UConn's that overall #1 seed, but they can't take it for granted, and I love that Coach is so enthused that he gets to hold that against his team from last year. But in general, when you talk about the American, the two teams we saw tonight have a wonderful opportunity to make some headway in the NCAA tournament. UConn, they are who they are. We fully expect them to be in the Final Four, although we're not taking anything for granted. As for the USF Bulls, I could easily see this team advancing to the Sweet 16, maybe even the Elite 8 in terms of who they end up matching up with. One of the things that they have in working toward their advantage is their style of play. Because they have so many European players, it's a little bit different than what you might see on average in terms of just the American style of basketball.
Thanks, Dave, and you're absolutely right. Steph Curry, arguably the best basketball player on the planet right now, and less arguably the most renowned former Davidson Wildcat. But check this out. His jersey will not hang in these Raptors until he completes his degree. That's just how serious they are about student athlete here at Davidson. So much so that as a part of their home game routine, they don't even have shoot-around. It's important that the student athletes go to class. Thanks, Dave. Well, I'm going to stick with the D theme, and we're going to go with decibel because it is known to get loud in here. I'm standing in front of the Red Scare, which is one of the most notorious student sections in all of the A10. They're part of the reason why this Flyers squad has won 19 straight A10 conference games. But the Dukes, they're prepared for the sound. All week, they've been pumping in music into practice so that they can get prepared. Derek Coulter told me that he would rely on hand signals to make sure that his team was on the same page tonight.